So I thought the new Dress to Impress Christmas update was not going to have anything creepy on it, but then I noticed that the creepy LANA clones are back, and they are again watching you. Yeah, that's right, in the waiting lobby of the game, if you go outside to the ice skating rink, towards the back on the left, you'll notice one of the LANA clones. You know, the ones that are watching you earlier on during April? Not only that, but there's even a LANA clone trapped under the ice. So what exactly is going on here? Well, believe it or not, but in this Christmas update, Agamemnon, the evil person that's tormenting Lana, and all these characters in Dress to Impress is back. And so I'm showing you all the new Lana lore, as well as a secret cutscene that a lot of people do not know about, as well as showing you some hidden rooms in the new Dress to Impress update. Like again, in the waiting room, if you go over to this door over here, take a left and you see the fireplace, and then over here in this bookshelf, you can actually just walk through it, revealing a secret hallway. Go ahead and go through it, and you'll see some hidden art of some of the developers, as well as some of their avatars on here. Does not know how to count to 3. Boom roasted. Whoa, wait, what the heck is this? Okay, check this out. If you're in shift lock and you move your mouse, you can go through the wall and you can see that there's multiple Lanas here just watching you. Dude, what is going on in this game? Wait, is there like more of them? Oh, I think you can see them through this window here. Oh yeah, there she is, just watching you. Yeah, the LANA clones are back. Something crazy is happening. But going back to secret rooms and such, another secret is breaking through this entire game. If you go to server, go ahead and go into free play mode. You can walk out to this area and you'll see that there's an entire city. A lot of the buildings are closed aside from this studio room over here. And here you can take screenshots of different settings, including Lana's room from the Halloween event. Yeah, that apple right there is referring to Agamemnon. Remember that, by the way, because he actually does make a comeback in this game. But the secret in here is that you can actually break through the game by just going through these walls. Yeah, it seems like the developers forgot to close off these walls, so you can literally just exit out of the map and you can kind of explore and see kind of the behind the scenes area. Like over here are some assets that you're not really supposed to see. We have like water that we can actually swim through. There's all this area with a whole bunch of points that you can get. Honestly, pretty interesting. But what a lot of you want to know are the new secrets about Lana. So to access this new Lana lore is you want to go ahead and click on server. You'll see that there's a limited time event. That's the winter quest. Go ahead and press join and you'll enter into Wintertown. Here you'll receive a letter from Santa Claus, or so you think. Because actually throughout this game you realize that Santa Claus has been possessed by Agamemnon. But go ahead and close out of that. Here you'll see the town where you can like grab snowballs and throw it at people. Ew, minion. But yeah, if you go over to the North Pole train station, there's all these trains that lead into the chapters, but the secret lies through this closed off area over here. If you get close to it, there's an option that says question mark, question mark, question mark. And if you press E, it says words have power, and the answers from which you seek are in the beginning if you look hard enough. What does that actually mean? Well, if we're able to solve this riddle, we'll be able to unlock the secret cutscene. And as you can see here, it kind of looks like Greek buildings. But yeah, when it's referring to words have power, these words tie into the Lana lore. So yeah, scattered throughout this event are hidden letters, like in the cafe room in the Wintertown. You go ahead and enter it, go by the fireplace, and then turn your camera. You'll see the first code that says Pally. Yeah, go ahead and write that down because you're gonna need it for later. And the next code is actually inside Lana's cabin. This cabin can actually be found in chapter 1 of this quest, and this is where we hear a familiar voice.
If you wish to see Santa Claus once more, find me beneath the ice. Otherwise, the spirit of Christmas will cease to exist, along with your jolly boss.
Beneath the ice. Yeah, you know who else was beneath the ice? That one Lana clone. But yeah, the plot of this whole game is that Santa has been taken by Agamemnon, so you have to go rescue him. But before that, we're gonna go to Lana's cabin and explore some of her lore. In the beginning of chapter 1, there's this sign that says Santa's workshop, Obby, and a question mark. Yeah, go ahead and follow the question mark path, go through this whole candy cane area, and you'll very quickly find an abandoned cabin. Yeah, look, here it is. The entire thing's all frozen over. And so in this cabin, we find 2 secrets. The first one is by this desk with the doll on top, where if you move your camera, you can see the second code, Isia. Go ahead and write that down as well. But then over by the other desk is Lana's journal. And here we have a description from the year 2010.
My family recently bought this old cabin so we could vacation like a normal family. My mother thinks my butterfly collection is creepy. Once we go back to our farm, I'll just leave it.
It's interesting that Lana has a butterfly collection and it's referred to as creepy. Yeah, that's a reference to one of the groups that Lana is in. If you go to her Roblox account, scroll all the way down to Plague, you notice that one of the roles is Fajarl, and the only one that has it is Agamemnon. Yeah, Fajarl is actually Swedish for butterfly. So yeah, Agamemnon has been with Lana since at least 2010. But let's continue reading.
It's been 14 years since I entered this dusty cabin. I need to be alone and secluded for a while. I feel so conflicted emotionally. I'm beyond grateful to finally be freed. Somehow I still feel like parts of me are missing. While it's not my soul anymore, it's now my memories. There's too many gaps.
So this is after the Halloween events, where at this point we had already saved Lana from Agamemnon. But is he actually gone for good?
Recently I've started having these recurring dreams. I'm not sure what they mean yet.
Alright, and then 7 days later, she writes another entry.
I betrayed others, including those closest to me during the darkest times of my life. The hospital. I can't help but feel like what happened to Lena was my fault.
Okay, so yeah, remember those pictures that we found in the hospital? They're the ones with Lana as a kid in there. So yeah, we know for sure that Lena was also with her in the hospital, and they were friends at one point. But years down the line, it seemed like Lena was also possessed by Agamemnon, and she turned her back on Lana, trapping her in the cage and letting Agamemnon control her. Yeah, Lana even mentions here, I let my thirst for vengeance distract me from protecting someone who was clearly vulnerable and looking for unhealthy attention. Yeah, Lena wasn't always a bad person. She was just being manipulated by Agamemnon.
I forgive her for all of it. We were just adolescents when it all transpired.
Alright, now we have a December 2nd entry.
With Christmas around the corner, it brings me back to my first Christmas spent at the hospital with Julie. It was such a fond memory. Lately, it's just been clouded by the haziness of my memory and the anger I harbor towards her. She promised we'd reunite, but she lied. She never came back, and she abandoned me like everyone else did. While it pains me, I could never hate her. I can only blame myself.
Yo, Julie's mentioned again. She remembers her. Oh no, she thinks Julie lied. She doesn't know that Julie's still being possessed in the hospital after all these years. Lana, you gotta go find her, man. Julie's had it worst out of everybody. I mean, maybe Lena too, because she's probably dead. But let's see, December 4th entry, where she says, I've been everything, everywhere, all at once. Are the clones a part of her soul being split up? Alright, December 7th entry, this is the last one.
Someone is trying to send me a message through my dreams, and I have yet to figure out how to intercept it. My spirit has shifted. I need to venture on a quest of self-discovery and uncover the hidden truths within my psyche.
Alright, so yeah, Lana has recently been in this area. She's trying to find more secrets about Agamemnon. So yeah, going back to the signs, we're gonna go over to Santa's workshop, and here you'll meet some of the elves that you had to help out. But here you'll also find the third and final letters to access the secret cutscene. So now with those 3 letters, we get the word palingenesia, which also means rebirth or recreation. Could it possibly mean that Agamemnon is trying to come back again? And we'll find out later on in this chapter that yeah, he actually is. So we're gonna take that code and then move over to chapter 2, go ahead and do the first quest where you fly through with the reindeers. You'll eventually go to this cave area, the same one that Lana was referring to in her journal. Here we're gonna have 3 different sleighs we can ride in. Go ahead and go to the left one. This is the one you'll want to take to unlock the secret cutscene. Once the ride finishes, you'll see this fountain here. Go ahead and press E, and it'll want you to enter a code. Go ahead and type in all those letters we found earlier, press enter, and then you'll get a badge. Not only that, you'll unlock the secret cutscene. So now once we've unlocked that, again, go back to the train station, and now over to the sealed off area. If you press E, we'll go to the Greek temple, and this is the cutscene that we unlock. So I think this cutscene took place in the past. There seems to be an injured deer here. Let's see. Oh, they're a person.
You're finally safe. For now.
Who's this?
I wish you safe passage to your final destination. They won't find you there.
I pray to the gods that you're right. May they forever bless your family. I wish it didn't have to be this way. That we didn't have to separate after finally being reunited. May we never meet again. Goodbye, O.
Oh. Who could be O? Is that Odysseus? Is she referring to Odysseus from the Odyssey? Remember, Agamemnon is a Greek mythology character, so it would make sense. But then who is this girl over here? Is that Lana? Or could that possibly be Lana's mom or ancestor from the past? That's kind of my theory, and we're gonna find out more about her past, as well as Agamemnon's. And also, speaking of Agamemnon and where he's at right now, yeah, he's possessing Santa Claus right now. If you go into chapter 3 of this whole winter quest, you actually had to fight Agamemnon Agamemnon, aka Possessed Santa, and here you'll uncover one last secret.
Santa Claus isn't here, child. You silly humans don't deserve joy. Because of his primordial spirit, I can't fully harvest his soul. But you're mine!
Dude, what is that mustache that he has there? So yeah, the boss fight here is a bit tougher than the Lina fight, which makes sense because this time Agamemnon's now actually fighting through the body of Santa, two powerful beings. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's Agamemnon. Ah! Ain't no way Santa looks like this. But yeah, after the boss fight, you'll see the elves celebrating that Christmas has returned back to them. But then it cuts to this final shot of an owl looking in. What exactly does that mean? Well, I believe that owl has connections to the people in the secret cutscene. You'll notice that there's an owl there as well. So we're being watched by these gods and goddesses. Something big is going to happen in Dress to Impress. And Agamemnon is still out there to cause more darkness in this game. If you want to know more secrets, let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.